The Blue Jays won the slugfest at Fenway. I'm Kayla Harris with the Sportsnet Central update. Toronto beat up the Red Sox 11-8. Mike Wilner has the Blue Jays wrapped.
The Blue Jays gave Drew Hutchison 9 runs, but he couldn't make it through 5 innings to get the win. It was a 9-5 Blue Jays lead when Hutchison came out in the bottom of the 5th, and he loaded the bases with nobody out on a single and a couple of walks. Out he came. In came in Marco Estrada, who supplied 3 innings of no-hit relief to settle things down, and the Blue Jays went on to win. It was a 3-hit day for Kevin Pillar and Josh Donaldson. Donaldson went deep.
The series wraps up at 6 o'clock on Sportsnet 590 The Fan and Sportsnet Ontario. Knuckleballer R.A. Dickey gets the start. Tough news for the Yankees. Masahiro Tanaka was placed on the 15-day DL with a grade 1 strain of his forearm and tendonitis in his wrist. John Morosi of Fox Sports will hook up with Dean Blundell and Company at 7:45. Tampa Bay and Detroit have one thing in common. They both want a piece of Montreal in the second round. The Red Wings will be without Nicholas Kronwall, who was suspended 1 game for his hit on Nikita Kucherov. Game 7 goes tonight on CBC at 7:30. All Stanley Cup playoff games are available on Rogers NHL Game Center Live. John Jones has been stripped of his UFC light heavyweight title and suspended indefinitely following his arrest on a hit-and-run charge. Jones was expected to fight Anthony Johnson at UFC 187 in Vegas. Daniel Cormier will take over. Postseason basketball, the Houston Rockets ended the Mavericks season with a 103-94 win. The Spurs grabbed a 3-2 series lead over the Clippers with a 111-107 victory. You're listening to Dean Blundell and Company on the home of the Blue Jays, Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
Dean Blundell and Company.
Cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it. I want winners.
More of Dean Blundell and Company on Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
7:03, we got a Game 7 tonight, friends. Detroit, Tampa Bay. No Nicholas Kronwall suspended for a game for his indecent hit on Kucherov in Game 6. That's a big one. Cy Gary spoke yesterday. We'll have that for you coming up in a few minutes. He says no rush decisions coming on the Raptors, not doomsday. Everybody settle your asses down. Things are going to be just fine. And yesterday, Blue Jays win the slugfest 11-8 against the Red Sox.
He rocks one deep left center field. That's heading for the Green Monster. It is up, and there she goes. Home run, Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, a monster yesterday, Josh Donaldson. He was 3 for 5. He had a walk. He had a home run. He scored 3 runs. He's hitting .349 on the season. Good morning. Dean Blundell and Company for your Wednesday morning, April 28th. My name is Dean. That is George Russick on my right. Ryan Febro, our producer. Technical producer, Ryan Mon. Kayla Harris with the Sportsnet Central update coming up at 7:30 this morning. And Helena Balco will check your drive to work around 7:24. So hold on for that. But yeah, those Jays did it again, George. And man, can they hit the crap out of that baseball.
And I love when you mentioned Donaldson. I love the fact that the one at bat he didn't get on base, where he lined out to center field, he smashed his bat into the dirt because he was so upset that he missed a pitch. Yeah. He could have easily went 5 for 5 last night.
And it was a great at-bat, too.
Right, it was a great at-bat. It was a lot of pitches, and he's not the only one who loves hitting at Fenway Park. That dude, Jose Bautista, drilled another one.
Jose hits one deep to left field. It's hooking, it's straightening out, it is hooking, and there she goes. Home run, Jose Bautista, number 5. And the Blue Jays lead Boston 10-6.
And that's not the only shot he had. If you had a chance to look at the one foul ball he hit in left field, where he smashed the Coca-Cola sign.
Yeah. Did you see that? He took out one of the bulbs, smashed the sign, glass raining down on people. And he hit that even further. So his home run yesterday was the longest at Fenway this year. Like, he absolutely demolished that pitch.
Yeah. The only question was just please stay fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Jays... One thing we don't have to worry about is the batting. They're still leading MLB with 116 runs. Actually, here's the top few teams: Boston and New York, and Baltimore's number 5, KC, and they're at 4. So the bats are okay in the AL East.
Yeah.
And nobody can pitch outside of Tampa Bay, who continues to do it, even when we thought they were going to struggle. And Tampa Bay is the one pitching staff that's looking pretty good.
Can I tell you why I'm a little concerned about Jose? Yeah, I'd love to hear it, George. His right arm. You can see him. You can tell that one at bat he was favoring his right shoulder, the one he can't throw with.
Yeah.
And then even when he was in the dugout after hitting his dinger, he's not high-fiving dudes with his right hand. He's using his left. I'm concerned about his shoulder.
Well, we'll see. It was stupid. I read up on what happened, and he was so pissed off at Adam Jones that game against the Orioles where things went sour. He was so pissed off at Adam Jones, he threw the ball out of anger to first base on a laser on a rope to try and get a Delman Young on a hit. And he hurt his shoulder. Right. His emotions get the best of him. Yeah, something to be concerned about as well. Something favoring it, you can tell. Yeah, something you need to also be concerned about is starting pitching from Drew Hutchison. Another crappy outing too yesterday.
He struggled in 4 innings, and so did your man out of the bullpen who came in relief, some Aaron Loop, who gave up this stinger.
Loop's pitch drilled to right down the line, slicing to the foul pole, slicing, and inside it goes. A home run, just fair down the right field line, and the Blue Jays lead is cut to 10-8 here in the bottom of the 8th.
He might as well just go out into the outfield and throw the ball over the fence.
Honest comes out of the bullpen and does a beeline to right field.
Listen, I don't want to run the guy out because he's a professional baseball player, but that's the kind of season he has. If you can say that the last 3-4 outings he's been all right. He was 4 up, 4 down the last time he was in, but they don't put him in a game where it's close. I mean,
They are now. He's back in the 8th. Cecil's now the closer again.
Right. Yeah.
As soon as they're in the 8th. I know you hate on Lou, but
I don't hate on him.
he did it again last night, though. But nobody's perfect here in this band, and before that he had seven outings and gave up 1 run. So what happened to what about your boy Castro giving up 4 runs in the last 5 games?
Castrator? No, it wasn't his problem. That wasn't him. That was the guys in front of him putting guys on base.
The problem yesterday, I think, though, was Drew Hutchison, though. He struggled big time in his 4 innings of work. How many runs did he give up? He was 700. He was dinged up in 4 innings of work. And
6 runs. 6 runs, 9 hits, walked 5. The ERA on the season of 6.67.
Which is worse on the staff, which is supposed to be the guy we need to step up the most, right?
And that's in only 4 innings of work. Here's manager John Gibbons talking about Hutch falling victim to a very hitter-friendly park.
Well, I think he just got caught up in that Fenway type game. To be honest with you, he was back and forth. We've seen those before. He put himself in a jam there in that 5th inning, so we made the change. But it was a slugfest. We were getting a lot of hits there. We were getting a lot of hits. Just one of those nights.
Yeah, he was terrible in his 4 innings of work. Very inconsistent, and they need him if they want to go anywhere this season. But Marco Estrada came in and Dean and pitched 3 dazzling innings. Yeah, his changeup was working. And you want to know what John Gibbons
you should do right now? You should apologize to him.
Why?
You've been hard on Estrada all year long, huh? Hasn't he? We don't need no Estrada. He's gonna be a starting pitcher by this time next week. Guaranteed.
That could be, but here's some baseball terminology maybe you didn't know from manager John Gibbons.
He's very valuable. He's got that dominating changeup, that you can even be sitting on it. Sometimes it's just Bugs Bunny changeup never gets there,
There you go.
I still don't understand.
It's a very slow changeup, but again, he's been great so far this season for the Blue Jays, and he could be the 5th starter of the future for this team.
Which is kind of scary because he's been so great in the bullpen. One of the few bright spots there. But
you pull him up and you send Sanchez down. That's gonna answer a couple of questions, I think. Anyway.